it's Mike coming at you with a brand new series. Welcome to Planet Zoo Console Edition, where today we are going to start our franchise series. So first off, let's rename that. We're going to have the Iron Gamers Limited. I'm ready, let's go. And straight away, we've got some conservation points, 100 points there. We'll need all of them that we can get. Right, let's have a look at the badge and the banners. Have we got a tiger? Yes, we do. Right, there we go. Tiger. And we've got lots of options for the banners. Which one shall we go with? I think I kind of want a green one or something. Oh, I quite like that one, though. What else have we got down here? Let's have a look. Oh, I quite like that one as well. Let's go with that one. There you go. Let's go with that. Right. And select a biome. Which one shall we go with? I think we'll go with the tiger. And I think we'll go with European. Right. So we'll pop that on medium. Name the zoo Eden Gardens or Eden Gardens Zoological Park. And let's hop in, shall we? Right. So here we are in our first park. First things first, let's pause that straight away. And right, so what I want to do is I want to have a look at the power. So we've got all of these shops here that we need to put down, all the staff facilities. We'll do that in a second. I want to have a look at where the power goes, because this opening building is actually a power source. So we'll just pin that view a second. We'll get the paint tool out and we'll actually paint just around here. Now, my plan is to keep as much as I can in this opening area straight away, because I don't want to be building more power sources. It's just money that we can't afford to spend right now. We've only got 40,000. We've got to be careful with this money. Until we start bringing in a profit, we need to be careful with every penny that we have. So there we go. Right. Oh, that was terrible paint tooling, but you can see the idea. That was terrible. It's not straight at all, but we're going to go with it. Right. So, I think I want to flatten all this out, because that doesn't look flat, and that's going to cause a problem with what I've actually got in mind. I'd like to actually build on the grid from that building, and I can see it's not quite flat. It's going to cause a problem. So, let's put that up to the full max. There we go. Oh, no, the paint tool's horrible. I'll come and sort that in a second. I'll paint tool back over that. It's not going to cost us much just to flatten that terrain. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Right, and then let's just paint back over that again. There we go. Let's just come all the way around here. Let's not paint over the area that I've painted over for the electric. I don't want to do that. Right, there we go. That'll do. Right, so let's put the path down first. I actually want to go on the grid with that so we can bring that down. So we're going to square the edges. And how far shall we come down? Let's do... Shall we do 3? No, I think we'll go a little bit further. 5, and then we'll bring that... no, we'll go there. We'll go there. That'll do. Right. And... oh, no, it's not quite flat there. I'll delete that one in a second, because I want an exhibit as soon as we walk in. So, that'll do. We'll delete that straight away. And, right, we need some staff facilities. So, I'm going to try and build them off this grid piece here. So we'll edit that, and then we're actually in the grid, and then we can keep them nice and straight coming along here. So we're going to need a animal trade center. We're going to need that straight away, otherwise we're not going to be able to get animals. We need a keeper hut. That is an essential building. We definitely need that straight away. We're not going to get all of these. A quarantine, we'll leave that for now. We'll get a research centre, because we're going to want to be researching whatever first animal we get so we can get their enrichment items. We need a staff room, of course. I think I'll put that around the back around here. And what have we got? A veterinary surgery, we'll leave that. And a workshop. Yeah, we'll leave that for now as well. So let's hop back into the paths again. And we'll go back on the grid once again. And then we can bring this all out. Put the square edges back on again. And let's bring that all the way back over here. There we go. I think that's connected to the building. I'm assuming so. So we'll bring that all the way down. We'll deselect the grid. And there we go. Connect that up just there. Right. So what is going to be our first animal? We need to have a look in the animal market. So that's where the first animal is going to go, right there. So let's have a look what we've got in the animal market. So we've got wolves, wolves, and then lots more wolves. Okay, right, so lots of options to go with. So we've got 3 males, 3 females. Let's have a look at the genetics. So I want to try and get a good one. The fertility's good on that one, 67%. But I think that top one's the best, actually. It's got quite a big one. It's got a good longevity. We'll go with that one. And then the 3 females. I think that top one actually looks quite good. To be honest, I think we'll go with that top one. Right, so we'll send both of them to the zoo. And then we need to start thinking about what kind of enclosure that we're going to put here. Now, we need to be careful because we are very limited on finances. We're down to 33,000 already. We've spent 7,000 of our allowance straight away. So we're going to have to be so careful with this. Try not to over detail, which is going to be extremely hard. We can't create magnificent enclosures straight off the bat. We just can't do it. We can't afford. We need to start turning a profit in this zoo. So we'll bring that down here. I actually want the wooden logs. I don't want the bricks. So we'll come back and change that in a moment. So we'll come all the way down here. So by holding triangle after you've placed a fence down, you can actually then extend the fence that you've just put down already. So we need a small piece just to go in there. And, right, okay. It doesn't actually go because of the path. So we need to actually just shorten that just a little bit. Now, how do I want to do this? I think rather than come straight across and just be able to view it in the one direction, I think what I want to do is actually bring it in and have a circular viewing area that doubles up as a hard shelter at the same time. I'm not sure why that's not curving the right way. Let's just put a straight section in, just a very small straight section. We'll face it that way. And then we'll change it to the curve section, and let's hope this works, shall we? There we go. It's curving the right way. So we'll put that up to about 15 meters. Let's go with 14. Let's go back a little bit more, I think. 11. There we go. About that. And let's try and match that up on this side. And then the guests can actually walk inside that area and look straight into the hard shelter where the wolves will be sleeping. So we need to bring the length of that back down again. Let's try and get it level with the other side. So it just needs to tilt out just a little bit more that way. And then we'll bring that back across here. Across to there. And then back up again. Now, I've got a feeling already this is going to be a little bit too small. But we'll finish it off, and then we'll have a look in the Zoopedia, and we'll see what the wolves actually need for space. But I've got a feeling this may be too small, especially when they start breeding. I think the two initially are going to need around 1,000 square meters, and then as soon as they start breeding, they're going to require even more than that. Let's just turn the angle snap off just a second, so we can straighten that up. So we've got a really nice quick access from that staff path and to the keeper hut right there. Of course, the guests won't be able to see this, so even better. We'll just change that to the wooden logs as well, so it all matches up. Right. So, happy with that. What is the... So, 1,200 square meters. I think that should be enough. Let's just have a quick look in the Zoopedia a second. So, let's go down to Timberwolves. Right, all the way down the bottom. There we go. Right, so they need 1,100 square meters. Okay, what about when we have 2 of them? So 1,200 square meters on the nose. Once I've started putting rocks in and things like that, that's going to reduce the area once again. So this is actually going to be a little bit too small. We're going to have to look at adjusting this quite quickly, I believe. But what I want to do is I want to put a one-way glass just in there. Is that the right way? No, it's not, so we'll need to change that from right to left. And I think that's a little bit too low, but we'll have a look at that in a second. So we'll start trying to get the path coming around here. Right, that's not going to work, is it? What about from that side? If we turn the path joining off, and then we'll start it here, and then we'll work it around this way. Now, of course, we can cover all of this up later on. So it's not going to look amazing right now. Like I said, we can't really go into the full detailing that I would like to because we just can't afford. It's not going to look amazing at the very beginning. Why will this not connect? Oh, there we go. Right. Oh, don't we all love pathing in Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster? It's amazing. I would love to tell you all that the pathing is way better than Planet Coaster, but it's exactly the same. It's just as annoying. Right, there we go. I think that's a really nice walkway where the guests can just walk around and look straight into the enclosure. Right. So we need to start putting some bedding down. So this is where the hard shelter is going to go, right around here. So we'll put some bedding down just down here. We'll put a couple just coming around all the way around here. There we go. And then hopefully the wolves will actually come and sleep on that. And because it's the one-way glass, they won't know the guests are there, so you'll get a really close-up view of the wolves. And then we'll put some paint tool down here as well. This may be a little bit early to be doing paint tool around here because we don't know what kind of paint tool the wolves need. I might be jumping the gun a little bit here, but we're just going to go with it anyway. We can always adjust afterwards. And it doesn't appear to be costing me money doing paint tool, which is really good. I expected paint tool would have cost money, so that's actually really handy to know. And I think that's a little bit too low. I really do. So I think I'm just going to select that piece, and then press R3 to select the entire habitat, and then hold square just to raise it up to around 3 meters, I think. I think that'll be a little bit better, because once we start putting the rocks over the top, it's going to start looking really claustrophobic. So it does need to be a little bit higher. So if we go and find the Taiga rocks, there they are, and we'll start putting them around, and we'll start actually enclosing this area in. And I think we'll actually double this up, not only as the hard shelter, but I think we'll bring the rocks over where the guests will be as well. So if it's raining and you're actually looking at the wolves, you can just go in there and get dry as well. Now we do have random rotation and random rotation all, which is really handy when you're doing plants or rocks or anything like that, because it just automatically turns them. You don't have to worry about manually turning them yourself. It will just do it for you. It's amazing. Makes it so much easier. I think we'll put a rock just inside there as well, because we're going to want it to look like it's being held up by something with all these rocks. And let's go for a quick time lapse as we put all these in, shall we? What did I say before I started the time lapse? I said don't go into too much detail because we can't afford it. And then what do I go and do? I way too over detail. Seriously, be careful with the money. I'm down to 31,000. Right, stop detailing. No more. Right, that'll do. So, let's have a look. I think we're going to have to expand this. It's going to be too small, especially when they start breeding. So I think we'll bring it across here as well. I'm not sure what we'll do there. We might even put a viewing platform in there, like a viewing dome or something, where the guests can actually come inside the enclosure and actually look. If we maybe put the feeder there as well, so there will always be wolves over there, and then we'll put a guest viewing dome right next to it, then that'll be a nice idea. But I'm quite happy with that. I think that's come together quite well. I think it's going to be a really nice experience for the guests. It will almost feel like you're walking into the habitat, right where the hard shelter is, right where the wolves will be sleeping. But we do need a couple of staff members. There are some essential ones that we're going to need. So we're going to need a keeper, we're going to need a mechanic, and we're going to need a vet. I think we'll leave a caretaker for now. We've got to think about the staff wages. We can't afford to pay too many members of staff, so we'll just go with them 3 for now. And then one of them will be able to put in the wolves. So, right. Come on, off we go. We've got the first 2 wolves. So we have Tyrus and Jazzy. And I love that one of the wolves is called Jazzy because my eldest daughter is called Jasmine and she is obsessed with wolves. Absolutely loves them. So it feels really fitting and appropriate to have one of the animals called Jazzy straight away. But I think what we'll do is we'll just roughen the terrain just a little bit. We'll bring that down all the way to 10%. We'll increase the size and we'll just roughen the terrain just a little bit so it's not quite so flat in there. There we go. I think that's better. Oh, look, and the wolves are going straight into the heart shelter. Instantly. Yes, it's working. Oh, that looks amazing. Look at that. We've got Jazzy straight in the heart shelter. Look at that. The guests are going to be able to see so close up to them. And here comes Tyrus. Welcome, Tyrus. And they've joined a pack straight away. Oh, I love it. And they're quite happy. So they've got the hard shelter. The terrain needs a little bit of adjusting. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be able to do with this. There isn't really a lot I can do because I think I'm just going to leave it because it's already quite high as it is. Apparently they're happy with the plants and foliage as it is, but we will add some more regardless. We need to add their food. So I think we're going to add the food over here with the idea of then putting a guest viewing dome quite close to that so they'll be able to see. We also need to put some water in there. Be careful when you are doing your enclosures. Remember to put down food and drink for them. It's something I always forget. I do the terrain, I do the hard shelter, I'll do the foliage, I'll forget to put food and water for them, and then I'll get a notification shortly later saying they're starving. So yeah, make sure you're always remembering to put the appropriate food and water down. And they seem quite happy. Minus the enrichment items, they seem quite content, but we'll get on that straight away. So this is the research centre. Right, come on, Jonathan. There you go. Start researching the wolves so we can start getting some enrichment items in there for them, and then also start increasing the education for the guests. Speaking of which, we haven't got any donation bins down, so we need to get some of them down because we're not bringing in any money. With the exception of the tickets that are incoming for guests coming into the zoo, we haven't got any other source of income. So let's get some donation boxes down. I think we'll get 3 down. There we go. And we also need to think about the education as well. So we'll get a education speaker. I think we'll put this on this back wall. And we'll put that right at the top, up there. There we go. And of course, this will all be powered because we're in that starting area. So we can put that right to the top as well. The range 20, because we've got no other animals. There's nothing conflicting with it right now. So we can keep that right to the top. And then we need some boards out here actually saying what is inside. So we'll go with that one. Oh, no, that one hasn't got a screen on it, has it? There we go. That one right there, because that's already got a screen on it. So we'll put, I think we'll put one there, and I think we'll put one over here as well. There we go. I think 2 will be enough for now. We'll back that up a little bit. And swap that to wolves. Only level 1 education right now, but that will continue to increase as the vet researches them. We've got an inspector arriving in 10 months. That's absolutely ages away. That is fine. No problem about that. And, right, let's put some plants in there. So we've got Asia, Europe, and North America. Taiga, temperate, and tundra. So let's have a look, shall we? We need to start making this look a little bit better. But again, I can't overspend. We're down to 30,000, but the money is actually increasing. We need to go slowly but surely. Let's not overspend. So we're just going to put a couple of trees and a couple of rocks. We're not going to go too nuts, Matty. All right? Behave. Don't go crazy. Don't do it. We've got 3 trees. Let's just, that'll be odd. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to over-decorate. You already know that's going to happen. Oh, vet research is complete. Nice, they did that quick. There you go. We'll put a bit of hanging foliage just down there. There you go. We'll spin that around. And I think we'll put another one on the other side as well. We'll just lower that down just a little bit. And we'll put 2 down for now. We won't put any more because I don't want to overspend. I know it's only £20, but it all adds up. I don't even need this. I really don't need it. But it looks nice. Right, what else can we put down? Oh, we've got some nettles. Right, let's put some nettles around them rocks right there. There we go. I think some of these ferns just underneath the trees will look really nice. So we'll pop them underneath each tree. There we go. Right, what else can we put down? I just want to fill it out just a little bit without spending too much money, but also make it look better. I really like these nettles. I think we'll put them all the way around the rocks. Really does add to it. There we go. We'll put them all the way around there. There we go. Making sure to rotate them as we go. I could just turn on the auto rotate feature, but I kind of think force of habit from Planet Coaster. I'm just so used to just automatically rotating them myself. Right, what else have we got? Oh, that's a little bit too small. I don't really want that one. That's also a bit small for now. Right, what else have we got? Let's put some rocks down. We need some rocks in here. There we go. Well, I think we'll put like four or five rocks down. Just something for them to jump on or climb on or something. We'll actually put the rotation on for these. There we go. That's better. So we'll build something up just around here. I quite like that. And then maybe just choose a different one. That's a little bit too small. Not that one. Oh, there you go. Oh, I like that one. Right. Yeah, we'll go with that. And I think we'll just put one more over here, and then maybe just another, just in there. Oh, I really like these yellow cedar trees. I think we'll just put a couple of them down as well, and then we'll call that it. Right. There we go. That looks a little bit better. A little bit more filled out. Yeah, happy with that. There's still a lot more we can do, but I really don't want to overspend. And they're quite happy. They're up to 60% welfare. Can't really do much about that paint tool, I don't think. It's just them enrichment items that we need to really start bringing it up. But there we go. We've got our first habitat in. We've got our first animals in. We're down to 30,000. So we spent 10,000 in the first episode. And we've got this interior viewing area where you can look out into the hard shelter for the wolves. Really, really happy with that. So you're going to have to let me know down below in the comments what you all think. But I'm going to be back very soon with episode 2 of this series. Take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you all very soon. Bye, everybody!